This program deals with themes of an adult nature and is intended for a mature audience.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
We must guard against the military-industrial complex.
Exopolitics, paranormal phenomena, and deep analysis of current world events from somewhere in the desert between Area 51 and Roswell, blasting across the planet. The Manticore Network proudly presents Veritas, because the truth will set you free.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!
The power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty!
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Sooner or later, though, you always have to wake up.
Be skeptical, but don't close your mind.
Greetings to everyone around the world, and a warm welcome to another edition of Veritas at veritasradio.com. I'm your host, Mel Fambregas, and I sincerely thank you for joining me once again. And if this is your first time, make yourself at home. I want to thank all our members for your loyalty and support. Tonight's special guest is someone who has been requested a lot in the past few days. Someone I was not familiar with until now. What you will hear tonight is controversial and may shift your paradigm. Among many topics, we will discuss reclaiming dominion, breaking the fictions of law, religion and science, 2012, and more. Our special guest is Santos Bonacci, and he will be with us shortly. To listen to tonight's full show, become a Veritas member. Just go to our website, veritasradio.com, click on the subscribe button, and receive instant access. Why wait? For only $7.95 per month, you can listen to every program, audio and video, hundreds of hours in CD audio quality, and take Veritas with you wherever you go. Subscribe today. And visit the Veritas store, where you can purchase our futuristic metal-cased 8GB USB drives with Seasons 1 or 2 with bonus material. Oh, and yes, it has the Veritas logo on it. Or even MMS. What is MMS? Go to the past shows and listen to Jim Humble's interview. And if you need to get in touch with me, click on the contact button of our website, veritasradio.com, and also join me on Facebook. And now, get ready to leave the Matrix behind and discuss the ancient science based on the workings of the solar system, the science of as above, so below. This knowledge will enable you to remember that which you already know. Tonight, you will make sense of so much that is going on in today's world and the future that we all face. We will bust wide open the world of corruption that is all around us, and you will realize that you are the change that is needed to break the paradigms and the source of humanity's exploitation. For this and much more, Santos Bonacci, is coming up next. This is Mel Fabregas, and you're listening to Veritas. Don't go anywhere.
This is Nassim Haramein, and you're listening to The Veritas Show.
Santos Bonacci deals with the subject of reclaiming dominion, breaking the fictions of law, religion, and science. The holy science, the ancient science based on the workings of the solar system, which is the science of as above, so below, enables one to develop wisdom and enlightenment far beyond what this world has to offer. This ancient, fascinating wisdom, which Santos is disseminating and teaching, will have a profound spiritual effect on life. The knowledge enables us to remember that which we already know. His studies span over 30 years, and recently he has put together many things that will help so many make sense of so much that is going on in today's world, and the future that we all face. Santos wishes to help and aid you in discovering unanswered questions and share the solutions. Santos is here to bust wide open the world of corruption that is all around us, the world in which most live out each day of their lives. He's here to show you that you are the change that is needed. He will guide you on your path and enable you to guide others on their path, so that we may all come together as one, as was meant in the beginning. Santos Bonacci currently lectures in Australia and on global radio on astrotheology and sovereignty law. He offers a perspective which brings some of our beliefs back into context by joining some of the dots that have otherwise made this information highly subjective, controversial, and used as a major historical source of humanity's exploitation. He is also a master in the art of flamenco guitar, one of my favorite music genres. And to learn more about Santos Bonacci and his work, visit his website at universaltruthschool.com. And directly from Melbourne, southeastern Australia, I would like to welcome for the first time on Veritas, Santos Bonacci. Hello, Mr. Bonacci, and welcome. How are you?
Very well, thank you, Mel, and thank you for the lovely introduction. Very warm and kind. Thank you.
My pleasure. And by the way, may I call you Santos?
Yes, yes.
Santos, you and I have been in contact for the past few days, and as I was telling you offline, I'm just surprised that I haven't been exposed to your work, because I've been watching your videos for the past couple of days, and I have to tell you, they are really astounding, and the connections you've made. First of all, before we start, I want you to tell us a little bit more about yourself. You're also a musician, and you were also a Jehovah's Witness. You rejected the religion. You came back to it later. Tell us more about your personal life and how you came to find all these conclusions.
Oh, okay. Well, I was brought up a Jehovah's Witness. Of course, my parents are from southern Italy. They migrated out to Australia in 56. I was born in 63, baptized a Catholic. Then shortly thereafter, my mother was exposed to the Jehovah's Witnesses. They called on her door and explained some things from the Bible. My mother was convinced, became a witness. My dad followed. And then, of course, I was raised as a witness. When I was a young teenager, around 13 or 14, I rejected this and did the usual teenager things. You know, went out and chased the girls and all of that stuff, and then
sure.
Yeah. Then in my late teens, I turned to spirituality. Now, I gravitated to the witnesses, of course, because that's all I knew. So I studied the Bible with them and returned to the Jehovah's Witnesses, got baptized, and I was very, very faithful and loyal for about 22 years. Now, in 2005, I stopped going to the meetings. I was disillusioned. Now, I did study the Bible. I was a very, very good student of the Bible, and I'm very thankful for that now, because I know the book backwards, and I know what it contains, and now I've understood what it is. I'm teaching what the Bible is truly saying to the world. But just to lead up to why I became disillusioned, I did read Immanuel Velikovsky in the early 80s. Now that, if you know what that means and how important Immanuel Velikovsky is in busting the fictions, he came along, and he was a friend of Einstein, but he was ridiculed by the consensus science world for teaching things that were just way off the planet. And in fact, before the the Voyager that went to Venus in the early 50s? Anyway, there was a satellite that they sent out to Venus, and it went to other planets. He made all these predictions, and he got them all right. He was ridiculed, but he got them all right. Now, having read, I won't sort of dwell on that too much, but having read that and other books like Secrets of the Lost Races by Reen Norbergen and other publications, it opened my mind and exposed me to some truths that were out there that were not being told in the mainstream, especially by the Jehovah's Witnesses. And even though I continued to be a Jehovah's Witness, these things were always churning around in the back of my mind. So seeing how they, I believe they went downhill quite considerably in the late 90s and then in the 2000s, and I became disillusioned. They did some things which were very, very unusual in the 90s. They became NGOs in 1991 of the UN. So they became non-governmental organisations involved with the